Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mike. Hey, Mike. Has anybody seen Mike? Guess what, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. See, somebody says we have ads right now. Whoops. We're back, baby. I'm actually going to be good about streaming on days that I said I'm going to stream. Which I have been a little bit, wishy-washy about. It's been busy. I hate pulling that card. I hate, I'm busy. I can't, because I love being with you guys, but, my time management. I need an assistant, honestly. I need an assistant. But we're back. I got all my work done pretty early today, so I figured, why don't I like starting a little earlier because I'm fresher. I'm not so much a night person. I know some people are like, I get all my best work done at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I just I'm an old man. I'm literally I'm up at 7 or 8 a.m. and asleep at 11:30 basically. I can't, I just don't stay up later than that. But anyway, that's besides the point. We got a drawing class today. Should I jump scare the camera for Spooktober? Jump scare warning. I have a really spooky, scary drawing on the screen right now. Jump scare. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys okay? I don't want to scare you too much too early. Is it too scary? Sorry guys. I'll try to hang on, maybe does this help making him less scary? What if I do this? How's that? And he's got some eyebrows. Look, he doesn't mean any harm. Not funny. Shat pants. A little. Okay. Honestly, I think the mustache is making it even scarier. Because he looks sinister. But look. Just a fun-loving guy. Now he looks scary and evil. Okay, guys. If you have weak constitutions, I really would implore you to look away for the next 10 seconds because I'm about to make this so scary. If you have weak constitutions, I really, please, look away. Turn your monitor off. Look away, all right? Only people with who don't have a pre-existing heart condition, okay? That's the only people that should be watching this right now because it's about to get really scary, okay? Oh my god, I just scared myself, dude. Oh, I can't even look at it. I can't even look at that. That's too much. That was too scary. I'm really sorry, guys. I want this to be for all ages, and I don't want people to get too freaked out. Dude, that is so scary. What could he be plotting? Beetle Moses, I'm watching this with my 122-year-old grandmother, and after seeing this, she collapsed and died. No! I didn't even know she was sick. I thought I was strong enough. I wasn't. This just became an 18-plus stream. Guys? Rip to your grandma, but I'm different. Guys? Welcome to a drawing stream. Okay. Big, exciting changes happening in the Beetle Moses and Friends world, community. A lot of you guys are already in the Discord chat, so I don't have to tell you. But some of you guys who aren't, and maybe you're just watching now, I'll probably bring this up again later on, because maybe some new people will trickle in or who haven't seen it. But holy shit, the Discord, I've figured it out. I figured out some dope shit. Okay, so for one, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Actually, let me plug this thing in real quick. XQC stream. Just kidding, I'm just over here. Just gotta plug it into the far wall. I'm back. I love that XQC has become synonymous with just like walking away from the camera while you're streaming. Okay, so anyway, this is what I was gonna say. As you know, as a lot of you already know, there's a Beetle Moses and Friends Discord. Okay, Hassan too. Yeah, I know those two really, they're getting shitted on for that. I was watching a Vosh stream earlier, and he walked away for 2 seconds, and I was like, XQC ass streamer. Anyway, here's what's going on, alright? There's a Beetle Moses and Friends art class Discord. If anybody's not in it, which you should be, if you type exclamation point Discord in the chat, Nightbot will drop you a link. It's totally free to join. We literally have like 350 people in there now, which is insane. I mean, that's, holy crap, that is so many fucking people. There's like 350 people in there, and as a lot of you know, thank you, Mr. Universe Squid, if you're already in the Discord, or some of you may just have seen because I posted it about on my Instagram as well, we're doing Inktober as a group. I came up with this little idea, not that it's like that big brain, but I thought it would be a really good way to get everybody involved, like on a daily challenge. Does my gourd painting count as a goose? Yes. Check it out, I have a pumpkin up here too, even though... I don't like that it's... How do I get it to stay? There you go. Sorry, more scares. We're doing an Inktober challenge. This is my first time doing an Inktober thing, because I was always like, I don't want to draw every day. And now that I actually am a full-time artist, basically, I'm like, I kind of already draw every day. But the whole thing is that now I'm like, well, I have this community of you guys who are watching the streams and are drawing along, and my whole... as a lot of you guys know already, my whole MO with these streams is that I'm just trying to encourage more people to draw. And I was seeing some awesome messages in the Discord chat where people were talking about how even some people who were like art school graduates but just haven't like drawn, you know, in a long time, or haven't had the motivation to draw. And that's fine. I mean, part of it is motivation, but part of it is just what I'm trying to encourage. And what I'm trying to tell you guys, and how I feel like I've been saying this a lot on stream recently, so I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, is just that drawing and being creative is really fun, and it's really good for you. You know, you don't... something about the word motivation gives it this connotation that it's like, I gotta be doing it, shalom, first time chatter. Something about the... whoa! Donald Brand subscribed to Tier 1, they're subscribed for 6 months. Currently on a 5-month streak. Dawn of Bran! Celeb sighting in the chat. Amazing artist. Thank you for the subscription. My whole MO has basically been to encourage more people to draw. And not for a career purpose, you know what I mean? Not for, like, not because anybody is telling you to, but because it's fun and it's good for you. And that's also, I think, the proper way to also combat some of the AI art people on Twitter, which is funny because, like, you only see people really, like, Bible beating about it on Twitter. Even though AI art, I see it everywhere. Like, I see it on Instagram and other places, too. You only see people, like, this is the future. This is the future. You only see that on Twitter. It's, like, a very specific And like those accounts, I truly honestly believe are run by bots themselves. Like it's really weird. It's really weird. I noticed that like anytime that there's like an AI art shill, all of their tweets are like formatted the same, and there's never any typos, and they don't respond to negative criticism, and they all interact like it's the same person typing to each other like, wow, this is the future. Thanks, Cheryl. It is the future. Like typing in, and I'm like, I don't know. All I gotta say is, it's very suspicious. I really don't believe there's humans behind most of those accounts. There are some other, like the only humans that are involved in that are the people that like for some reason have really decided to grandstand against art. Like I hate artists, and I'm really glad that they're struggling right now, which is, like okay, epic, bro. Like cool. Wait, what? Like what? Okay. Yeah, I hate artists, dude. Like that's so cool. Artists are annoying. Yeah, artists are annoying, but like, oh, you want to see something really scary? Here, let me show you something really scary. This is what you got to show people. When you see people like that are like, I don't even really care about AI. I just like that artists are really pissed about it. Boo! Did I scare you? Get a fucking job. Send this to... It's like like Twitter. I mean, it's like it feels so cliche. I feel like an NPC being like Twitter is dumb, but like every day I am like my mind is blown. I'm like I cannot believe people are this dumb or so fucking like dude. Get a job, please. Dude, like it's a win-win. You'll make money, and I don't have to see you post this stupid shit. I had to stop using Twitter because it got to me. It made me so bitter, dude. Like that. Like honestly, when I joined, I would say like maybe even my first like 6 months on Twitter, I was like, okay, I know that people say like Twitter sucks and it just makes me angry and I need to take a break from social media so that I can focus my mental health. And I used to always be like, guys, close your computer, walk away, close your eyes, like it ain't that serious. And in fact, I actually found, and I still do actually feel this way because you reap what you sow. I feel like without doing anything specific, but maybe just by the nature of the content that I post, I love my audience. And I don't even just say that in a way that's like, like, I love you guys so much. It's like, I actually have, oh my God, shit got really scary. Where's the opening? Oh. I actually have like a very fresh audience, and I don't get really cringe, annoying like replies in my... I don't get annoying replies to my shit as much as I think some other people do. Okay, I will say this as well. This is something that I really noticed recently. The replies, especially to big accounts with a blue check, which I'm actually going to go ahead and say, even though it's really funny to dunk on like people with a blue check because it's like, bro, why would you... Whatever. I actually am like, I have a lot of mutuals and friends that I actually think are cool and talented that do have the blue check, and I actually don't judge them for it because I'm like, look, if you're getting a return on your investment, that's literally none of my business, all right? If you're paying however much it is a month and they're paying you more than that and you feel like it's worth it and you don't care about kind of like the bullshit sort of stigma that comes with having a blue check mark, Literally none of my business. I don't care. But I have noticed that really big accounts with blue check marks, the replies are like really asinine these days. Or they're all in like Sanskrit or like Thai. Like if I scroll down, like if there's a like one of these stupid fucking like that fucking I had to block that guy, the Greg account, or all those stupid like viral. I'm gonna post and go viral, and it's just like shut up. Like I always block those accounts, but like like anytime I see something like that, like a big account with a blue check or like Pop Crave or Pop Base or whatever, the replies used to they were for a long time just like 2 IQ, 0 brain cell, blue check mark, like randoms, you know what I mean? Like making like replying with like really dumb shit or like GIFs, like memes that are like unrelated to the post, which I was like, okay, this is dumb, but I don't even see that anymore. I like literally see just like indecipherable, like literally in a different written language, or like really obvious bot crypto shill accounts, like it's gotten to a point where it's like I don't actually just think it's dum-dums that have the blue check marks. It's like it's really overwhelmingly bots, and like I don't know, now I look at like the big accounts who I was just saying I don't really pass judgment on, to some of these big accounts that are just doing their thing and they want to bring some money, and I guess you can get paid if you have a blue check mark. I don't know. I don't believe it really. I don't believe that it's really a worthwhile investment. And I don't. Well, I have a lot of personal reasons that I'm just not going to. I'm not going to give Elon Musk my credit card information. Like I don't trust him. I don't trust the company, and I don't like the shit that he platforms. Like there's a certain core tenets of the things that I believe are right and wrong, and I feel like if I'm giving money to this corporation, which I feel like is platforming really like harmful, dangerous rhetoric, I'm like taking it lying down. Again, I don't judge people that necessarily do it. Get your bag where you can. You know what I mean? If you're actually making a return on your investment, once again, none of my business. But I can't help but wonder, like, doesn't that bother you now that like your big account, you paid for this so that you could get money, but now all of your replies are like complete and utter nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Like complete nonsense. Like the reason I really like posting, like not the only reason, but one of the reasons I really like posting to Twitter and Instagram, but especially Twitter, especially in its heyday, is because the comments can be so funny. Like I'll post something that I think is funny, and then somebody will post a comment that it like catches me off guard or makes me laugh. Like it's part of the community. It's like part of why I actually was like, this is great, like this is really fun, and I don't get why people don't like Twitter. But now, like, luckily, maybe it's because I don't have a blue check mark, or maybe because my account just doesn't attract bots for whatever reason. Probably because I really do think it's a blue check thing. I don't have to deal with the like crazy amount of bots on that app. Is really, really strange. So anyway, why the hell did I go down this? Why did I go down this path? Why did I draw the job application again? I can't remember why this came up. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's a lot of first-time chatters today. Welcome, guys. I'm really glad you're in here. I'm going to plug this Discord again because I actually forgot. That's what I'm getting to. Okay, so a lot of these AI art people, okay, a lot of these AI art people that are pushing, whatever. Elon Musk stinks. Yeah, he does. It's the exact right way to put it. And even that one, I maybe you guys who follow me on Twitter, I ratioed that one AI art account who's always posting about AI art, who is a bot. Like he is, like I know it's a bot. I know it's not a person because they don't type or engage like a real person would. They don't react to any negative criticism. They never misspell any words, and everything is formatted in that really Reddit format where it's like sentence, double space, bullet point, double space, bullet point. I'm like, dude, you're a bot. You're a bot. Nobody writes like that. You're a fucking bot. End of story. End of discussion. Okay? Can we all go home now? Anyway, this one guy was like, hey, check it out. The new Dolly, whatever the fuck, can make comics. It only took me 15 seconds to make this comic. Okay. I do take slight offense to the word make, because it's like, but it's also like I'm not offended. But anyway, first credit where it's due, Rory Blank was the first one that I saw quote tweet that guy. He was being quote tweeted by a lot of artists, but Rory Blank quote tweeted and had like a little spiel about it, which was very true. Oh, that he was just like, oh great, now I can make comics that only make sense to people who have been hit on the head 100 times with a tire iron, which is very funny. But I saw that and I was like, I literally was messaging Rory and I'm like, dude, I don't want to steal your thunder, but I need to also quote tweet this guy. And he was like, no, there's no thunder to be stolen. I'm like, go ahead. And I literally just quote tweeted this account, which I do believe is a bot, and I was just like, dumbass. But it's like, that is the crux of it. It's like, whether or not you're a bot, I actually don't even know if it's helpful, because they want to get under your skin as an artist. They want to get under your skin, and they want you to beat your fists and be like, no, don't you see? There's no soul. You didn't make this. You're a hack. You're a shill. You're a bot. ABs, all this crazy stuff. You're taking jobs away from artists, and you're the blah, blah. They want you to say that. They want you to say that. It's like, because they feel like the artists are angry. I don't know why. Get a fucking job. I'm going to circle it, baby. Get a job, you son of a bitch. But the truth is like, you need to just react to it. You need to just say, you're a dumbass. I'm not intimidated because I'm smarter than you. I will always have a step on you because you're dumb. And I'm not smart, but like, I'm not dumb. And that's how I feel about all these accounts, all these AI shit. It's like, guys, I don't know if you're a bot. I don't know who's paying you to say this shit, or if you genuinely believe this in your heart. You're dumb. You're dumb. I don't feel intimidated by AI. I know I keep saying that, which apparently is a hot take. I don't feel intimidated by AI art. Okay? And I hate this line because it's been said to death, but it's true. The whole AI thing is a tool. It's here to stay in some ways, and I think it's like a knife, right? That's like the analogy that they say in Mob Psycho. Shout out Mob Psycho. It's like a knife. It's a tool, and it can be very helpful. But in the wrong hands, it can be dangerous. It can be an ugly, dangerous thing. You know what I mean? I have not used AI art, like, at least not this, like, I mean, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, when there was like the Dolly, like, back when it was like, ooh, tell it an idea and it'll spit something out, and you could type in like Joe Rogan and Planet of the Apes or something, and it makes this like weird surrealist, like, barely recognizable. You're like, oh yeah, it kind of looks like it. Or you could tell it a movie, like I would type in like Emperor's New Groove, and it was like a kitschy, like it would create something, and you're like, oh my god, this is so crazy. And then for some reason, between and now, we've totally lost our way, because now it's like, dude, it's like a fucking like, it's literally like a brainwash on people. I don't understand. I do not understand why there are people out there that are like, this is the future. Like, this is the future. no more artists, no more like they just want to. Well, let me not use this word. I almost used a bad word. Let's just say they just want to take it up the ass by a metal rod from a robot for the rest of their lives. They like cannot wait for that to happen. It just makes no sense to me. So I look at people like that and I'm like, you're a dumbass. Okay? You're a dumbass. I really don't know what to tell you, man. If you want to keep doing this AI art, like I don't think that, like, especially if you're saying like this is the future. Everybody's going to be doing this in the future. Okay. If everybody's doing it in the future and it's already difficult to get jobs as an artist because it's an oversaturated space, what makes you think that you, AI bro, as an individual, are about to make money using AI? Like, what's the benefit? What on an individual level? I would really like to know what is the benefit to one of these guys. And the truth is, there's nothing. If you ask them a question and you look at them and there's a moment of silence, you're just gonna hear this like weird like the sound of like air passing through wood, and you're like, what is that? And it's because there's just a cool breeze going woo-hoo right through their fucking ears. There's like nothing up here. It makes no fucking sense. Don't engage with them. All right, that's it. That's my spiel. But what I do think is like what I do think is the proper way to combat, okay, like some of the doom and gloom that comes with these AI guys, because people do fall for it. A lot of artists are really in a tailspin about the AI art thing, and they're not wrong, but a lot of them are dealing with it in the wrong way, because by creating this doomer mentality where you're just like, it's over for us, it's over, like you know, like that is so that is such the wrong way to handle it. What we should be doing, especially artists with a platform like myself, all right, I'd love to see some other artists doing this too. There are other artists too. It's not like I'm the only one, but I'm just saying we should be encouraging people who like art, who are thinking about starting to make art, who are thinking about improving themselves by being creative and expressing themselves through visual art. We should be encouraging those people. How do we encourage those people? Not with a job. You can get a job, all right? It is difficult to get a job as an artist, but like, trust me, if I can fucking do it, if I can make a living off my art, I guarantee all you guys in the chat, you guys can do it. Okay? You have to commit. Like it takes it like that. It's not easy. It's certainly not a cakewalk. You have to commit if you want it. You have to be hungry. And you cannot get in this doom and gloom. I guess I'll just in the next lifetime, or God, I wish I was born in the 70s and I could just be an artist. It was probably so much easier to be an artist in the 70s. Really? Okay, guys, let's be real. So anyway, that's why I'm here. I am trying to encourage you guys to make art, not for any other reason, but because I promise, it will make you a better person. Because you will feel productive, fulfilled, creative, interesting. It will connect you with other creative, interesting people. You know what I mean? Natty the Panda, I will watch that video, but you already know my computer can't handle this shit. I am going to tell you guys, I don't really know exactly how to do this, but I would like to run something like a subathon. I know some people do that. Oh, my dogs are going crazy right now. I would like to run something like a subathon because I need a new computer, and my birthday is on October 16th. So in like 2 weeks, basically, is my birthday. So what I'm thinking about doing is that I'm trying to make a big push to get myself a new computer. I have my eyes on like a new desktop because I'm doing everything from a laptop, which freaking stinks. I mean, God bless it. It got me this far, but like I can't do anything. I can't watch videos without it lagging out. And what I'd also like to do is bring other artists on my stream so that I can draw together. And my current computer cannot handle it. It's time. It's time. I gotta get a new laptop. So I'm really trying to make a big push. Maybe I'll try to do like a subathon type thing, because if I can get like, I don't know, maybe is this crazy, like 100 subs, that would be like huge. You know, that would be like a really big help. And I don't know, we'll work our way there. So anyway, one last thing while we're still talking. If you've been listening this long. Oh, Maize vs. Corn. Maize vs. Corn. Everybody, Maize vs. Corn. Maize vs. Corn. Thank you. Subscribe with Prime Gaming. Let's go. Thank you for your contribution. I have a... Why not build your own? It will be a lot cheaper for a better PC. Yeah, I did actually get that advice. Thank you, Dolphin Dots. I did get that advice from a lot of people because I was putting feelers out there maybe like a couple weeks back. I tweeted about it. And Oh! Cryptilly! Cryptilly. Thank you. Subscribe with Prime Gaming. Thank you. Thank you so much. We didn't read the commitments yet. Did not get there yet. I'm gonna get there in a second. Get there in a second. Oof. Hang on, sorry. Let me sip my LaCroix real quick. I just want to be able to. I want you guys to hear me clearly. I shouldn't have said LaCroix because they're not paying me. No free clout. But goddamn, let me just tell you, this fucking peach pear flavor LaCroix. Guys, buy low on peach pear LaCroix, okay? You're still getting a second delayed Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. I think with the new computer, a lot of like the technical difficulties will go away. Dude, this fucking flavor of LaCroix is just so Eduardo, and it's too quiet. I know it's not, because it's always you that's saying that. No. Anyway, so check it out, guys. Especially because we just got some new subs. I have some really good news, because you're not just donating to the Beetle Fund for a new computer. That is part of it, which is good, because it's going to help me help you. But subscribers have a new benefit. What? I actually came up with a benefit for subscribers. Can you believe it? I got off my fucking fat ass and did something for once. We have a Discord channel. Hey, Roundabout 104. We have a Discord channel. Okay, I just mentioned it before, but if you want to do it again, you could type !Discord in the chat. Nightbot is going to give you a link, which is totally free to join. Okay, whether you're sub or not, you get right in there. Here's what's going on in there. That you may not already know this. Okay, I'm hosting Inktober 2023, okay, with all of you guys in that Discord. There's a lot of you guys in there, which is amazing. It's already been an extremely productive, supportive, like, here's the analogy, it's like going to the gym with somebody or going on a run with somebody. You know, you might be inclined to take that, go a little harder when there's people around you that are all pushing in the same direction. It's like, you know what I mean? Discord's not working for some reason. I'm not sure if I'm actually the one to be able to help you with that, but the Discord's, we'll try to figure that out. But like a cult. Yeah, basically. But honestly, it's almost got wheels now. Like, I feel like even though I'm in there, I feel like when I chime in and I'm like, hey guys, how you doing? Everyone's like, yeah. Like, it's like everybody's already got like, there's a great community over there. And so we're posting our Inktobers over there, and the group project that we're doing together, I'll pull it up so you guys can see it. I'll show you guys this. Here we go. This is where we're at right now, and this might grow a bit. Okay, here with my little Beetle Moses thing. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to read all that text. Hold up. Can I zoom? Zoom 150. There you go. So yeah, so what we've got here is all of these, oh, covered by the chat, of course. I don't know how to fix that. Sorry, guys. But basically, what you basically is that all of the ideas that are on the left, which is unfortunately covered by my chat box right now. Maybe I can just move that over for a second. There you go. So some of the ideas that you see here they're all ideas from the chat. So this is a totally public document. The link is sitting there in the Discord, and everybody's submitting ideas on here. And then every morning, what I'm doing first thing in the morning when I wake up, if you can add it to the sheet, it's a pinned message in the Discord. But after I hop off of here, or maybe somebody else will be able to right now if somebody's in the Discord right now, Hot Paper Comics in the chat, alert, celebrity sighting, alert, celebrity sighting. If you're in that chat, this is totally free. You don't even have to sign into your Google or anything, like if you want to just remain anonymous, and you can add to this list. So like we've got 34 people or 34 ideas in here. Every morning, what I'm doing is I am waking up and I'm selecting a random number, just like by doing a random number generator. And like 1 through, right now since there's 34, I just did 1 through 34. And it's giving me an idea, and then that is that's what all of us draw for that day, basically. And first of all, holy shit, can I just say the participation is like way higher than I was expecting, which is amazing. There's so many fresh drawings every day, but it's also fun because this way, like, you could be like, oh, my idea got picked, you know what I mean? And so today, I would scroll through some of the Discord drawings on stream, but I don't have everybody's permission necessarily, and I don't want to show people's Discord usernames without asking. So if you want to see everybody's drawings because we're on day 4 for the past 4 days, they're sitting there in the Discord, so you can check that out. What's your favorite prompt so far? Honestly, I think the one that we're gonna do today is my favorite. But we did. Let me see if I can remember them off the top of my head. We did Man-Bat. Then the second day was, what did we do second day? Oh, second day was an alien visiting his friend. And then yesterday, day 3, was a self-portrait as a candy, which is cool. And then today, the 4th one, a lot of you guys already drew in the Discord, is a serious goose. Done being silly. So we're going to draw a serious goose. So basically what I'm going to do is if your idea gets picked and it just so happens to be on a day that I'm streaming, it will be the drawing that I'm doing on that day for the stream. And then even though there's more ideas in there than there are days in the month of October, I'm going to continue to go through that list, even if we get there's 350 people in there. If everybody puts an idea in there, first of all, that'd be insane. But we'll have so many ideas, and I'll just continue to dip into them for our streams because it's really cool. But for the month of October, that's where we're pulling our stuff from. And the other thing, I just made some rearrangements in the Discord as well. This is the other thing, which is very cool. If you are a Twitch sub and you're in the Discord, you have access to a sub-only voice chat on Discord. And I am going to start peeking in there. I'm going to try to do it about once or twice. I'm going to try to do twice a month, but I don't want to overpromise. Certainly once a month, but probably twice a month. I'm going to hop in on that Discord, and I'll actually be able to chat with you guys. Can you believe it? As opposed to me just talking and you guys just listening, we'll be able to actually hop in there together, and I can hang out with you guys, and we can kind of just shoot the shit, talk about drawings. If you need feedback, stuff like that, I'm in there. So there's a sub-only chat, but there's a ton of people in the Discord anyway, and it's also just a fantastic community. We have an Inktober channel on there, which is where everybody's posting their drawing, and you should definitely do more acting. There's the sub only channel. There's the Inktober channel, and I also created like an art general. So if you are working on a project, or you want to share somebody else's art that you really like and talk about it, or if you want feedback on your stuff and it's totally unrelated to the streams or Inktober or any of our group projects, there's also a channel for that. Because what I'd really like to do is, where's the Dom only channel? That's coming. What I'd really like to do is turn this Discord community into like a thriving community of artists, because I think a lot of artists are really, first of all, it's kind of it can be lonely work, and it's a little bit doom and gloom, and I don't even know if there's like, I don't feel that social media, Discord is social media, but what I mean is like the big platforms like Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that don't really foster an environment for artists to all share and comment and, you know, enjoy each other's artwork without having to sift through a ton of bullshit. So this one, like, post-based social media kind of pits artists against each other. Yeah, it totally does. And, you know, back in the day, not in my day, way before that, there were like, I mean, this sort of still exists, but like there were like IRL art communities where like artists, like you had people that were like Jimi Hendrix and Salvador Dali and Patti Smith and you know, Robert Mapplethorpe and all these other like artists and photographers and creatives that were in different mediums and different styles and, you know, totally different stuff, that they were all living in a shared community and able to bounce ideas off of each other. I think that there's a way we can kind of like my vision, my pie in the sky is that this kind of Discord will be that for at least some people, even if it's just one, if it helps one person. If it helps one person, it was worth it. Just to make you feel like you have a support system, you can get feedback where you need it pretty much right away, and you're in a group of other like-minded creatives. So without having to worry about like a point-based system or mine didn't get that many likes or anything like that. Like everyone is so like ecstatic and happy to see everybody's drawing that, like, you know, I think it's just been a really positive force, which is great. Let's see. I used to go to figure drawing classes. Cryptilly says I used to go to. Oh wait, sorry. Hang on. Donna Brand asked a question too. Are we good to post Inktober drawings that are from the official prompt list in the Inktober section on the Discord? Yeah, I didn't know that there was an official prompt list. But yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you want to post it there, it makes sense. It's Inktober. I used to go to figure drawing classes, Cryptilly says, and sessions in person before COVID, and everyone there was super old, but they loved me because I was so young comparatively, but it was really a good, relaxing time. Dude, that's also what I'm getting at also with like a lot of the art stuff, that like we should be telling people that art is a relaxing, creative pastime, not like a relaxing, fulfilling pastime, not this like hectic, like because that scares people. Then people don't want to get into it. Martin Hot Paper says it's much easier to work as a group. You motivate each other to grow. 100% agree. Kuro Boy Brick says, yo, what are your thoughts on Drew Holiday becoming a Celtic? Don't even get me started, bro. Don't even get me started on some basketball shit right now, because we're going to start losing viewers, because I'm going to start ranting and like going insane about NBA, and at least half the people here will be like, I don't give a shit about this. But yeah, congratulations, Celtics. Yeah, try and make it out of the second round this time. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? And then, the Miami Heat are just, I'm like, oh, come on, man. It's not looking hot. All right? I know I've said this every day for the last 4 years, but it is so fucking Jover for the Miami Heat. Exactly, a support system. Anyway, human error. First time chatter. What's up? Brian Eno said something along the lines of this: individuals are praised while communities are overlooked. Brian Eno's definitely, he's been coming up a lot recently in chat. Absolute genius. We just had Kyle Edward Ball, the director of Skinamarink, on the podcast last night. We just recorded a new podcast episode with him. It's the second time that we've spoken to him. which is always, I love talking to people for a second time because it feels like you just gel with people even better. He was a great interviewer and a really cool guy the first time around, but I was so rigid because I was so like, oh, like holy shit, this is such a like big pull for the podcast, and I wasn't sure is he gonna think we're cool or funny, or is he not gonna be with it, or and it was such a good interview. Like he gave really good answers and was just super like cool and gracious and spent a lot of time with us. And then we had him back on again last night, and I think he's an incredible creative mind. I think he's seriously he is a filmmaking genius in his own regard. Whether or not you like the movie Skinamarink, it was an experimental feat, and he's going to be praised in the future. I guarantee it, if he's not already praised enough. But when we had him on last night, we were talking about Brian Eno, like just in general, like he has so many good takes on art that are just so true, and catch that in the next episode. Yo, Swag Studios in the chat. Celeb sighting, my beautiful wife. Human error, I see you sent is that the Brian Eno link? I'm going to click that when we get to the end of the stream here. Don't let them know about the comic group chat if you want them to think art is fun. Yeah, there is a webcomic group chat on Twitter, which tends to be a lot of infighting in there, which you wouldn't really think. Not with me. I'm not fighting with people. I'm a nice guy. But a lot of infighting among webcomic people. Pretty strange. Okay, let's see. Okay, so today we're going to draw Hot Paper. You're in the chat, baby. You're in there. The webcomic group chat. Oh, wait. Lamau, I think I created that one. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I know you're in that. Oh, what the actual fuck? Oh my god, I can't believe you guys just saw my freaking Windows default background. So embarrassing. So, guess what? We are drawing. I did a random number generator. Okay? It was the number 6, if I remember correctly, and the prompt, which was written in, I think it was written by Pigeon Impersonator, or that might have been yesterday's, I can't remember. It was written in that Inktober document. It's a serious goose. A serious goose. So remember, a lot of people already drew their serious geese, and they're in that Discord chat already. They're sitting in there. They're really funny. I mean, they're serious, but they're funny, and they're very cool. So if you want to see that, you can hop into that Discord and check it out, and make sure if you're a sub to stay tuned, because I'm going to be talking to you very shortly. They're seriously funny, exactly. So, we're going to make a serious goose. Okay, I'm going to sketch out. Oh, let me start with this. So, you guys who are watching right now, I know I've been doing a lot of talking, but remember, the first hour is chit chat, the second hour is drawing. Okay, and that's what we're doing right now. Now, how many first-time viewers do we have in the chat right now? Who's new here? Speak now. Oh, let's go. Look at that. Hernandez is like, I am JK. Cryptili Fredosaurus, Voodoo Watermelon, Fredosaurus. Did I say that already? Paranoid Android. Ooh, where's my freaking mouse? There it is. Let's go. Second time here, so there you go. I eat worms. I eat worms. Ooh, maybe I'll make one that's specific for Spooktober. Every stream I'm like, I'm gonna make a new one. Guys, this is not just listen to Beetle rant and rave about a bunch of random bullshit stream. It is that. But it's something else too. It's an art class. And I'm teaching some free game which you're not supposed to do. Okay? I'm breaking all the rules. Free game. Free game. Okay? I want you guys to draw along with me. And all you need, I don't care if you've never drawn before. I don't even know if you're like, what does drawing mean? All you got to do is grab something to draw with. Grab something to draw on. Piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. If you have a pencil and a pen, you should use both. I'm going to show you why in a sec. If you have access to both, grab both. If you only have one or the other, that's fine. Piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. Everyone knows the first rule is to break the rules. That's true. Now, talking about rules, okay? Draw along with me. You should do the next Hustles University, but for art, Beetle. Talking about rules, okay? When we're drawing today, there are no rules. All right? I want you guys to get creative. I want you to think outside the box. I'm going to draw something, and I'm going to go through it step by step, line by line. If you want to just copy exactly what I'm doing, you should totally do that. But if you have an idea that's different from what I'm doing, and you want to do that instead, if you trust your own art ability, which I'm sure a lot of you can absolutely do it, all right? You can feel free to do that. There's no rules, okay? I'm not paying you. You're not getting graded on it, okay? But I do have some commandments, okay? These are the 3 Beetle commandments that I read off at the start of every stream. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Number 1, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? All right? It's like I just said. You can draw whatever you want. I'm not grading you. You all already got an A+. If you pick up a pen and a piece of paper, and you just draw like a lot, A+. Okay? That's it. I'll try, but I might die midstream due to my deadly disease, common cold. I'm praying for you, baby. Okay? A+ right away if you grab the materials. All right? When you send your art in the Discord that I've been talking about a million times, when you send your art in that Discord, which a lot of people have already shared their Inktober geese today because we all knew the idea already. But there's some people who haven't. And there's some people who are going to be drawing with me right now. Okay? When you share your art in the Discord, I just don't want to hear anything. And I did see somebody do this the other day. It was one of you that is like a regular, and I love you very dearly. But I was also surprised because I'm like, have you not learned yet? How many times do I... It's okay. I'll say it to the end of it. I will carry you to the end of the earth, and I will whisper it sweetly and quietly into your ears the entire way. I don't care if it takes an eternity. I'm going to get through to you. Do not be too hard on yourself. I do not want to hear anything that's like, sorry, this came out like shit. I suck at art. I suck at life. Yeah, I probably won't do the next one, blah, blah, blah. Dude, stop. Enough. I'm so tired of seeing that. It even bugs me when I see artists on Twitter that are like, just a quick sketch that I did, and you can tell that they spent like 9 hours on a freaking like the most immaculate digital painting you can ever imagine. Like, quick sketch. Quick sketch. Can you not sell yourself short, you freaking stupid bastard? I'm sorry. It's like tough love, right? It's tough love. Somebody's got to tell you because everybody's just like, no, you did great, sweetie. Someone needs to be like, why would you call this a freaking quick sketch? Are you out of your fucking gourd? Be proud of your work. Holy shit, man. No one's gonna pay you to do anything if you're just like, quick sketch. Just a quick sketch. Because then they're so afraid that somebody's gonna give their eye looks weird. And then they're like, well, it was just a quick sketch. It only took me 9 hours. That's a quick sketch. Like, dude, enough. Shut up. Be proud of it. Don't be too hard on yourself. Other people are going to be hard on you, so you might as well be nice to yourself. All right? None of that. I don't want to see any of that in the chat. No more. Okay? If you finish your drawing today and you're not happy with how it came out, there's a way, that's fine. That happens all the time. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. You can, like, you can just post it and you can be like, you know, I had a good time drawing this, but I really feel like I struggled to make it look how I want it to look. Can anybody give me some feedback for next time? Like, what did I do wrong with this one? And people will give you very constructive feedback. If you're ready to hear it and you want to get better, you know what I mean? You want somebody to tell you, they'll give you feedback. And it'll usually be valuable. You can still take everybody's feedback with a grain of salt. But just don't preface it like, I suck. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Like, no more. Hey, you made the dick small. It was just a quick sculpt. Oh, God. Anyway, don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, number 2, go at your own pace. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be drawing this. I'm going to draw it real slow. Okay, we're going to go line by line, and I'm going to verbally tell you what I'm doing every single time. But sometimes I don't explain something right. Sometimes I'm breezing through it too quickly. Everybody works at different paces. As you guys can see, I'm watching the chat. You know what I mean? I'm watching the chat. So don't be shy. If you need me to go back over something again or you need me to slow down, just let me know. We're all going to get through this together. All right? One by one, I'm going to pull you over the finish line. Cryptilly says, I don't see an issue with saying I'm not happy with how this turned out, but I do see an issue with my art is so bad, this sucks so bad, because one centers how you feel and the other makes a sweeping negative statement. Literally couldn't have said it better, but took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly right. Can you make the zoom on the ping an even number? Why does it do that? Like, why did it even do that? That's hilarious. How about 64? Oh, 65. There you go. How's that? 64, it's a nice even number. Oh, 69? I think some people are watching and are like, what? I don't get it. Because that's how I would be if I was watching it. There we go. No! Damn it. Alright, we're back to 64. I literally got to 69 and it was like, no! Okay. 64. Chaos. Okay, and then number 3 is try new things. It's how you get better. Okay, so this is actually great, especially because now with the Inktober, if you guys decide to participate, and I see a lot of you guys have asked, like, do I have to do every day? No, you don't have to do every day. Of course not. I'm not going to show up at your house, unless you want me to. I'm not going to show up at your house and be like, excuse me, is this Dolphin Dot's mom? Is he home? Is Cryptilly home? Can you tell them I'm waiting outside for them? And then your mom is like, sure, just give me a second. Cryptilly, somebody's at the door for you. And Beetle? And I'm like, hi. It's day 6 of October, Inktoberfest. And I noticed you didn't draw a Pikmin scratching their butt like everybody else did. And I just want to know if you're committed, because what do you think I'm doing this for? No. You can you do not have to do it every day. Didn't the guy who started Inktober try copywriting it? Sorry, buddy. It's like, it's gone. It's gone. Too late. It's over. Beetle's channeling his inner Duolingo out. What I will say is you should push yourself. You should. I hope that by you joining the Discord and seeing everybody else's submissions, it will push you to make a drawing, because a lot of the drawings you can easily complete under 30 minutes, and I know no matter what you're doing, you have 30 minutes somewhere. We saw somebody. I'm sorry, I forget who it is. If you're in the chat, sorry, I can't remember who it was. But somebody posted that they drew like a comic. It was the alien visiting his friend on like graphing paper on a moving bus, like on their way to I don't know, class or work or something. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all you got to do. Like the whole thing is like it doesn't have to be a complete like, oh, ad. No. Subscribers are chilling right now. What's up, guys? You know, I like you guys a little better. Don't tell the others, okay? I subbed during the ad. Crisis averted. Don't snitch. Nobody snitch. 2-minute long ads. Can't be that long. Not sub, but I have no ads. The ad thing is weird because I don't think I made them any longer than 30 seconds. And I thought that I didn't have ads at all, but then people always say that they get ads on my stream. I have no idea why. But I won't say anything important while people are doing ads. We're not going to start anything. But anyway, I didn't finish. No, I'll read number 3 real quick. Try new things. Excuse me. Try new things. Ad 1 of 9. Ain't no way. Oh, Natty the Panda, Daily Beetle Fact. Alright, maybe I'll pull this up while the... When you first popped in, you got 10 ads? What? Okay, I definitely need to... What? You definitely should not be getting that much. That's insane. I feel like Twitch is, like, screwing with my number. I'm not doing that. I literally had it set to no ads. And then people started saying, like, oh, there's an ad break. And I was like, well, that's weird. And now I'm hearing, this is the first time I'm hearing this. You're just telling me for the first time. Whoa! Bugs on my wee-wee! Gifted a tier 1 sub. They gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the Beetle Moses community. They've gifted 11 subs to the channel. That's insane. Bugs on my wee-wee. Bugs on my wee-wee. Bugs on my wee-wee. Thank you very much. And here's who welcome to the family. Sin was taken. Shambe. Martin Hot Paper. Damn. Twinkle Star. And Natty the Panda. There you go. Wow. A couple chat legends just got gifted a sub by Bugs on my wee-wee. Hell yeah. That's great. Thank you so much, Bugs on my wee-wee. Let me read this Beetle fact real quick. Daily Beetle Refact. I'm bringing back an old fact for the new that the new people might have missed while I was going through the beetle rabbit holes to find more interesting. Elephant beetles, Megasoma elephas, shout out Eliphas, great comic artist, are black in color and covered with a coat of fine microscopic hairs. The hairs grow particularly thick on the beetle's elytra. The genus Megasoma contains the biggest species of beetle in the world, with species growing up to 13 centimeters. That's insane. I'm American, so I don't know exactly. Well, actually, I have a thing here. How big is 13 centimeters? Damn. That's a big bug. It's this big. It's approximately the width of my head. That's a pretty big bug. Let me look it up real quick. Elephant beetle. Still got the Inktober 2023 right here. Remember to check it out. Remember to join the Discord so that you too can put your own idea in there. Okay, elephant beetle. Is everybody back from the ads? Don't worry, I promise you guys didn't miss anything crazy if you're back now. 10 ads is absolutely deplorable. I am so sorry. Whoever said they had to sit through that, I am so sorry. Oh, look at this guy. Wow. Why is it so small? Can I get a bigger picture, please? Whoa. And that's a little bigger. I love that thing. I don't know why it's a small picture, but it's a great bug. Great bug. Elephant beetle. Very cool. Thank you, Natty the Panda, as always, for the fantastic recommendation. Okay. So, let me finish the things. Try new things. It's how you get better. Okay, this is especially good on, especially on these Inktober days where we're all drawing stuff together. There are a couple ideas in the thing which are like a little bit more complicated. You know, maybe like a position that you're not familiar with or comfortable drawing necessarily, but I would really encourage you to do that. Okay, drawing every day for a month is a challenge, but you will be a better artist on the other side of it. And I'm telling you right now, if you can't do it every day, that's okay. You're not going to go to jail, but you are cheating nobody but yourself. Nobody but yourself. All right? We will miss you on the days that you don't post. But the biggest thing is that those are days that you will not get better at drawing because you're not practicing. Something to think about. Main Game Boy said, Beetle, what was the comic you were talking about before the ad hit? What was I talking? Can anybody remind me? I am telling you right now that motherfucker right there is not real. I felt so bad for that woman. Not only is she clearly in crisis, but like I cannot believe how widespread that meme got. And it was like, I'm like, dude, if I got filmed having like a complete mental episode and it was like the most popular meme in the world, oof, that sucks. I was talking about a comic in the Discord and then the ads hit. What was the comic? It would have been a drawing. Oh, it was probably the, I was talking about somebody, just because I was trying to encourage you guys to find time to do the Inktober thing, I was saying that somebody drew, I can't remember who it was, but somebody drew, and their an alien friend comic, which was actually like multiple panels and stuff, but they drew it on graphing paper with pen on the train. And when they took the photo, you could see they were like sitting on the train or on the bus, and I was like, that's amazing. Like, that's great. You're making time. You're making time to do it. You know, that's time that you could be watching freaking Skibbity Toilet or whatever the fuck, but like, you know, you could be drawing during that time too. And because you're not being graded on it, it's just like, yeah, the paneling was great. It looked really cool. It was really creative and fun, and it was a funny idea. So, there you go. It was widespread because everyone thought she was insanely gorgeous. Is that really why? I can't even really picture... I mean, I can picture what she looks like. Is that really why? This headache kicking my ass. Anyway, so try new things. It's how you get better. If there are ideas that you don't feel comfortable drawing, look up a reference. I do it all the time. Try new things. Okay. We are now going to draw a serious goose. So, remember how I mentioned earlier that if you have a pencil and a pen, you can follow along for this part. It'll still help everybody else because, you know, it plots everything out so you can see when I'm drawing like minute details, you'll see where it's supposed to correlate to the rest of the figure. But whenever I'm doing comics or if I'm drawing people's like positions, I always do it in pencil first. Goose in the chat. There's a goose in the chat and we're drawing a goose right now. Did they know? Did we summon them? Just a goose? How did you know? I always use a pencil first, okay, to plot out where everything's going to go and sort of build my space. So what I'm going to do, this is just pencil sketch. If you're using pencil, you can draw along with me. If not, hold tight, hold the fort. All right. This is just tabletop, okay? I'm going to start with shoulders, body going behind the table. I'm going to draw their arm as this sort of L shape, okay? Anthropomorphic animal. I'm going to draw let me try that again, actually. make this a more easy. The long neck of the goose. Najib Jack says, "Sup, Beetle? Tried making beef stroganoff, but I got frustrated and just ended up stroking off my beef." That's funny. Good one. How are you? I'm chilling. We're drawing. Circle for the head. Okay. Right here. And now the other arm, I'm going to explain a little bit better in a sec, is going to go down and up, just like that. Okay. I'm going to erase the serious goose text, just in case, because I think I'm going to put some text above this guy. Just chilling, admiring art. Love it. Love it. All right. So now, once I do this, I mean, you can also give it kind of like the beak. The beak is like, it's kind of a specific shape, so I wouldn't worry about the beak. Just plot this out. This is where everything's going to go. And then what I do if you're on digital, I turn the opacity way down, so it's just visible. And I make a new layer. Okay? And now this is what we're working with. Okay? This is my skeleton. Everybody with me so far? We're going to start the drawing. Okay? Here's how we're going to start it. This is the arm, and the way that I always do it when I'm drawing these type of skeleton things is we're adding this sort of meat around it. Okay? So I'm going to follow the path of this L. Follow the path of the L. I'm going to follow the path of this arm here, the elbow. Just like that, to the outside. Okay, and when you get to the end, you can actually create this long J shape, hook shape. We're basically using the feathers as sort of pseudo fingers. Okay? So L shape with kind of a rounded corner here. And then we're making this J. And I'm going to make another J just coming right out along it. And it can actually go slightly past. Remember, you don't have to worry about these looking like fingers because they're feathers. Okay. And another one. J shape. Now I'm actually going to come in from the inner elbow, slightly above it. And I'm going to make this slightly angled the other way, going up a line like that. And the final feather comes down like that. See how it's like halfway a hand, kind of translates as a anthropomorphic wing hand thing. And now, when I'm coming up, okay, the path that I'm following, I'm sure you guys can already picture that it's going to be kind of like a straight line going up. But because it's the inner... How long does it usually take to draw this? We'll probably be drawing this the next, 30 minutes. Probably how long this will take. Maybe a little longer. But also, all of this, I forgot to mention... Actually, Nightbot just dropped that YouTube link. I'm recording everything right now, too. So the whole VOD, if you want to follow along later on, I'm going to try to get it up. I might even be able to get it up tonight. Maybe tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow. and you'll be able to follow along then. But also, if you've joined the Discord, you'll be able to see everybody else's drawing, and I'll put my drawing in there as well. So, so that way, you can also, sort of follow along if you're if you can learn visually that way. If you want to be able to just look at the drawing and sort of copy it that way, you'll be able to see the final product then too. Now, what I was going to say is when I'm coming up for this arm, you'll notice I'm actually going to J, hook shapes all the way up. J, 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 up to the armpit area. I think this is going to be a good challenge for you guys, this hand. While we're here, I'm just going to bring the shoulder up to about there. Don't reach all the way to the neck. We're going to leave a little bit of room there. How's everybody looking so far? Sound off. Any trouble, any grievances you need me to slow down, something you need me to do again, or are we good to go to the next part? Pretty good? Honk. This is fun. Good. I'm glad you're having fun. It's really fun when you're finished too, because then you're like, holy shit, I freaking drew that. It's the best part. Your goose looks fine, but you're not looking too hot. You need some soup. Have issues with keeping lines straight and not too sketchy. That's okay. There's a lot of artists that are really talented that do the sketchy thing, like the sketchy style drawing. It's never really been my thing. My lines are, honestly, even just because I'm drawing digital, they look a little bit less wobbly, but a lot of you guys who have been following me for a while know that my comics are not, by any means straight lines. I actually like a little bit of that kind of natural sort of gritty look DIY that comes from just drawing things by hand without tracing or using any digital assistance. There's different artists that do different things, but that's just my thing. But you know what, I was thinking about this today actually also, is that it is, I think, surprisingly hard for a seasoned artist, somebody who's been doing it a long time and has gathered a lot of skills and an established style. It's actually, I think, really hard for them to properly create that sort of childlike is the wrong word, but you have this kind of innocence when you start art that you unlearn it, you know what I mean? And then it's kind of impossible to get back to that place. Now, it's not me discouraging you. I still want you guys to keep trying. But it's when you're watching a movie and somebody's like, look, Daddy, I drew this. And you can totally tell that it's an adult drew it, that trying to make it look like a kid drew it. You know what I mean? It's and so sometimes when I find artists that have just this really gritty, natural, untrained vibe, it's actually the art that I like the best, because there's just something that's very real and inimitable about it. Do you know what I mean? No shade, but I think a lot of the artists that are really bent out of shape and kind of pooping their pants about losing their job to AI are the ones that have totally lost sight of their childlike wonder and draw in the way that they thought the industry wanted them to draw. Do you know what I mean? When in reality, it's I'm sorry guys, but you guys were the dime a dozen one. Some of you guys are incredible artists, but it's if you've lost your soul to what you want the industry to, what they want you to make. It's not, of course, it's not every artist, but it's a little bit of a running theme, I'd say. You didn't hear it from me. Okay, we're going to draw something a little bit complicated here. Okay? I was actually going to mention that I like that, but if it wasn't something you did intentionally, it could sound mean. I mean, technically, it's not intentional, but it's also I'm aware of it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not wishing. If I wanted to draw straighter lines, I could just use. I could draw digitally, and like, there's a lot of programs. I'm pretty sure if I hold like I don't know, if I hold like Shift and I draw a line on here, it'll be like a straight line. Even on like Procreate. Like sometimes that's where I color things usually. I could draw things like straight lines, like my boxes, for example. But it's like, what's the fun in that? There's nothing like, you know, why should I do that? I don't want to do that. It's just not a true expression of what I want to make. So I don't really feel like the need to do that. But I actually even still feel sometimes that my art is like too polished. That I almost wish there was a little bit more of like a grit to it that I just never have had. That I have like the R. Crumb described it. I think he has like the cute, like I don't know what it was, but he said like the cute gene, where like he like was drawing so many characters that were like cute or had like pretty or like big eyes or something like that. Then now it's like when he tries to draw something ugly, it's like he still feels like it's a little bit cute. And it's kind of almost how I feel about my drawings too. I'm not nearly as good of an artist as R. Crumb, but it was a little reassuring to hear that he also kind of like felt that way about his own work. Just got here. What are we drawing? We are drawing the Inktober drawing of the day, which was randomly selected. It was number 6 on the Inktober chart. User submitted. We're drawing a serious goose. Okay. Here is the next bit that we're going to draw. Let me just plot this out real quick. Don't copy me just yet. Okay, I see what we're doing. All right, guys. Watch and learn. We're going to draw a hand in an interesting position. Okay? We're going to draw a hand in a very position that I don't think we've drawn before, but I'm going to guide you through it. It's just cheat codes. Okay? Cheat codes the whole way. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Just follow along. We're going to start with a U, okay? And for reference, I'm actually going to start it sort of halfway down this forearm, okay? U, and bring this one up higher than where you started. And once you finish that, the U with this upper lip, just a little divot going up. Don't bring it past where the finger starts. I'm going to zoom in. You guys can see where this is all going to fall. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see closely what I'm doing. I'm going to need you to see this one when I finish, hoping the joke comes across well. Put it in the Discord. I'm going to put mine in the Discord too. I will definitely see it. It's actually become a pretty good line of direct contact to me, since like DMs are a little wacky on... Wacky's a nice way of putting it. DMs are broken on Twitter. I literally cannot see DM requests unless I'm on desktop. When I'm on mobile, I only get DMs from people that I've already DM'd. If somebody DMs me for the first time, I only see it on desktop. I have no idea why. And I'm never on desktop. Makes no sense. All right. Number 2. So now another one of what we just drew, but it's connected to this one. So slight lip. Try to keep it the same spacing, right? That's what's going to make the drawing look polished, is that the fingers are spaced the same way. Okay? So what I mean is that this distance is about the same as this distance. Not too close, not too far. Okay? And do the same thing. Bring it up. and over. Suck on these reasonable looking fingers, AI. Tell them. Okay. Are we ready? Doing it again. One more. Slightly up. Okay, just a step up. Curved. Whoops. Curved. Same distance. And over. Great. How did everybody do with that? We're almost through the woods. We're good? I'm going to move on to the next thing. About a third of the way up this knuckle, right here, I am going to make a triangle, which connects to the end. Mine's got a big sausage wing finger, but I'm committed to it. Okay, good. Commit. Okay. Got this little triangle. We're going to trace it. All right. The same way that we just did a little curve over here. I'm going to go curve and now triangle again. Just like that. Boom. And stop about there. Hands are difficult. They can be difficult to draw. But all of the shapes, it's just shapes. It's just like simple lines that you just have to visualize where they need to go. Okay. Let me zoom it out. Just a bit. All right. With this line, I'm going to make another line that's at a slightly more, what do you call this, angle, or change the degrees slightly so that it's angled slightly more down. And then once I'm imagining where the knuckles end. Okay, which is what I'm showing you right here is this distance, okay? So basically you could stop it right around where this finger ends. We're going to change the angle again slightly and bring it down just to there. And you can actually curve it around just like that. Hang on a second. I don't know why my computer's getting a little notification. Too complicated, or are we good? That last bit was pretty much just a J shape. Good. You did a great job fingering that goose. Good. All right. From this finger number, well, it depends what you're counting, but let's say the middle finger. I'm going to make a slight bump. And then a small line down, just like that. I'm actually going to change the position of where the head is right now, so it'll fit a little better. But we'll get to that in a sec. I want to finish what we're doing. I'll show you what we're doing. Right here, right about, let's say like just over the hill of this top knuckle that we drew, I'm just going to make a match. You can even color it in black at the top. And a flame. Okay? Which is just that teardrop shape. I'm going to move, while you guys are working on that, I'm going to move the head slightly. I'm going to rearrange it. I need to move it back a bit. Keep drawing that. Take your time. Don't rush it. The neck is just an S shape, but it's a little bit smaller at the bottom. We'll get to that in a sec. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. All that you really need is that circle and the S. Okay, is everybody caught up? Are we good to move on to the next bit? It's quite simple. I'm going to draw those J shapes, bumpy, all the way to the elbow. So we're following that line. And up top here, shoulder, straight line. I kind of made that a little too wide. Shoulder, straight line. Now, all I need to do is draw the table, which we've already kind of plotted out. I'm going to take it to the end. I hate that it does that. Oh shit. I got some food coming my way. Shout out Angie. Alright. Little belly. Basically a straight line. And let's draw this final bit. Alright. Watch closely. You guys see where the head's at, right? We want to be able to put a cigarette in the guy's mouth. So, watch how I do this. Okay? Teardrop shape. But then bring the line, keep the line going. Okay. Good, good. Whoops. From about the middle, see how I'm doing this? I'm circling it. Actually, you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that yet. I changed my mind. Sorry. Sorry. Is everybody here? The chat's gone a bit quiet. Sometimes it just means everybody's working real hard, but I just want to make sure everybody's still with me here. At the beak here, at the tip of the beak. Good. Sound off. Doodling along. Okay, okay. Still alive. At the tip of the beak, just drawn, we are going to make a very slight U shape. Or what would you call this? Just like an arch, but really, really slight. And it's got these two little lips at the end, like it's curved on each side. Working on your geese chicanery. And then I'm just making a straight line for the beak coming back up. And then I would stop with the beak for a second because we want to draw the cigarette. That's what he's lighting. So once you finish this bit, okay, we're going to draw a straight line, curve, and another straight line. Very serious drawing. We're just drawing the cigarette, and notice how the lines that are going across it are all curved. That's what gives it that three-dimensional feeling. Now, once you've drawn the cigarette, now we're going to go around and make this part of the beak. All right? Watch me how I do this. Starting just a hair above where his little snarl is. Just a hair above it. And I'm following the curve. And when I get down here, whoops, I'm following this to the cigarette. So let's do that again. Try and make it all one line if you feel comfortable. It's just going to look better. See how I did that? I'm just outlining the shape that's already there. And on this bit, on the other side of the cigarette, I continue the shape, and then I just bring it in. Outline, lip, just like that. I know that's a tricky shape, but just think about how it's like if you had if you drew a figure eight, and then you were just drawing an outline, like a loose outline around it, and then you get this peanut shape. That's kind of what we're doing, but just with what we've already drawn with the mouth. And then actually the easy part is that we're going to make this little bell shape for the top of the nose. So you can actually start it a little bit before the end of that snarled lip, bell shape, and then connect it. And then you can put a little doop doop two, like it looks like a ghost almost. And I like doing this even though birds don't have teeth. The anthropomorphic ones do. Here's a little like trick, like something I learned that when I was a lot younger in cartooning, and it's something that I still use to this day when I'm drawing faces like this. If you want to draw like teeth, like there's one way you can just do it like that. Okay, it looks good. That's one way to do it, just the straight lines. But if you want to really create this like snarled like look, you can actually make this little. Let me zoom in. Some of you guys are probably already aware of this trick of the trade. Let me actually even get rid of this layer just so you can see it better. You can make this kind of 3 shape. Oops. And you actually don't even really need to do the teeth. Sometimes you can just add a little cross section right there. And it's like implied gridded teeth. Just like an option. Looks cool. See that? It's funny how there's certain tricks like that with like cartooning that you can kind of like, yeah, there's an easy way to do it, but there's also this kind of other way that's actually almost just as easy. You know what I mean? Corn doggy, LOL, says Nifty. Little trick of the trade. Free game. Corn doggy. All right, here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to make this eyebrow. I'm going to make a very expressive eyebrow. Just above the beak, off and to the left. Okay? Watch this. It's a curve. Okay? Up, down, and a slight curve. It's an S, but it's backwards. And I think actually the higher that you can start, I mean, you can do it like this, and that's still got attitude, but I like the idea of it really coming up at the side here. See how it's like a little bit more arched in the back? Practice it a couple times off to the side if you feel like you need to get that shape right. I know some of you guys struggle with the squiggles. Or at least to draw them like confidently. Once you've got that shape, his eyes are going to be closed, okay, or squinted. So I'm just going to give it a straight line, and then I'm just going to give him a little, doesn't that add something? That little line just adds so much. Isn't it funny how that works? That looks good, but you add this, and there's all of a sudden you're just like, damn. And even up here too, if you had like that eyebrow wrinkle, you get right here. I cannot tell you how many photos in my phone are literally me making a face or doing a pose for something that's like in my drawing, because I can't find something online that like closely enough resembles what I need to do. I had to do it for the fucking I think I deleted it because it was so embarrassing. Otherwise I'd show you, but the comic that I just posted today where the guy's like, hi, my name's Gabe or Gene, and I'll be serving today. And the guy's like, oh, okay, great. Can we start with some mozzarella sticks? And then it goes back to the guy, and he's like, doing this, like, really, like, I, like, wasn't able to, like, find an image of that online, like, what I wanted it to look like. So I had to do it myself. That's how it goes sometimes, how the cards fall. Whoops. What the fuck? I thought that shit was hilarious. Thank you. Let's turn this layer back on just so I can see where things are supposed to go. And then here's how this is going to happen, all right? You're going to make Not you're gonna. I shouldn't say it like that. Please make. See where the head kind of was? Just above where the lip, the snarled lip, is like at its lowest. Just above that, just make a C shape coming up to about here. You can actually bring it up to about where the eye is. Oh, my friend NBA Paint follows you. I was like, I recognize Corn Doggy LOL. Why do I recognize that name? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I follow you. NBA Paint is the fucking man. That guy rules. And we're gonna do this as well, which is kind of a. Just got back. How much did I miss? Well, we're getting close to the end here, but it's all in the VOD. And you'll be able to see everybody in the Discord. Somebody want to drop that Discord link? It's been a while. I'll plug it once more while people are just finishing up that little beak area because I know some people fall behind. If you type !Discord in the chat, Nightbot will give you the free Discord link. It will give you a link. It is totally free to join the Beetle Moses and Friends Art Class Discord. Okay? Over there is where... Hot singles in my area. Over there is where you will find everybody's art at the end of the stream. People also drew their own stuff because we had this idea from our Inktober challenge that we're doing in the Discord. You can submit your own ideas for the Inktober, which could get randomly selected every morning. We're going to be choosing one and drawing it all together as a group. Today just so happened to be a stream, so our subject was Serious Goose, which was one of the prompts that was given to us on that. All of that and more. If you're subscribed, you also are you will have access to a sub-only voice chat, which I'm going to be dipping into a couple times this month so that I can talk to you guys about what I'm working on. I can talk to you guys about what you're working on. If you need feedback or you just want to be like, oh my God, Beetle, I freaking love you. I'll be in there too. Okay, that's for subs only. But everything else is in there. It's a great community of artists. And if you've been drawing along, or even if you haven't been drawing along, but you just want to see everybody else's art, please jump in there. It is like a very fresh, funny, supportive community of artists at a lot of different skill levels and a lot of different stages of their artistic journey. So if you need that support system, or you just want to look at some fresh art, or you want to be in a group chat with me, it's over there. Some other fresh artists in there. I don't want to kind of point them out because I don't want anybody to be bothering them necessarily. But there's some other, let's say, big names in the chat. Great artists. Okay, here's what we're going to do. On the other side, right where the nostrils kind of meet the nose here, I'm just going to create a small bump, which is sort of mirroring. It's just the implied other eye and eyebrow. That's what's going on over here. Uncle Ding Dong says, hi, will you host my retirement party? Yes. No questions asked. And then we're going to make another C shape. Whoops. C shape for the rest of the head. Guys, I'm very pleased to announce that the hard part is pretty much over. This bit with the neck, we already know what the shape is going to be. And what I would just do is I think this is a good opportunity for you guys to create some accented bits. So at certain points where the angle changes or where the rubber meets the road, you can add these little feathers, like these 3s or W's rather, and follow the curve. And then when the curve starts to change, you can add some feathers and then keep going, and then maybe it changes again. And you can add some feathers and then keep it going and maybe add a couple more feathers right here. Okay, and then same thing on this side. Woo! Looks good, looks good. Maybe a couple feathers, okay? And then looks good. And we've reached the head. Now let's zoom out. Wow. What a drawing. Hang on a sec. Why is it so zoomed out? I hate that it doesn't just automatically fit the screen. And then I'm going to get rid of the pencil. In IRL, what I would do in this case is now I would be erasing my pencil shavings. And then I'm going to make him saying something. I ain't had a reason to be silly in a long time. There you go. Hello, handsome boy. Hello, Beeple Moses in chat. What's going on, guys? First time chatter, Fulstrom. We just finished drawing a serious goose, and now I'm going to color him in. I hope you guys have also had a good time drawing this one, because I had a good time. Actually, I feel like the geese are it's almost like a little bit too easy to color in because they're pretty much white. Maybe I'll just color the background in. Get the table. Oh, I guess I gotta color the tip of the Siggy. Or this one. And let's go, let's say it's like a dimly lit room. I ain't had a reason to be serious, silly in a long time. And then the other thing I like to do, you guys may notice this, like it's kind of like a rule of mine, is I always color in the speech bubbles in my drawings because I just feel like it adds, like, it's an opportunity to add a little bit more color. Like, I don't like leaving anything really like blank white in my drawings, because it's like, why leave it blank white when it's an opportunity to like put another fresh color in there. And a lot of the times you can actually use Sass Comics is gifting a tier 1 sub to Benyo Boy, and they've gifted 27 subs to the channel. Holy crap. Yo, dude. Thank you, Sass Comics, local legend. Thank you so much. 27 subs is out of fucking control, man. I really, really appreciate it. And you guys, maybe if you're just tuning in now, if you're a sub, we've got a Discord channel, which is for everybody. And on that Discord channel, there is a sub-only voice chat, which I'm going to be popping in the next, probably in the next few days. I'm going to be hopping in there and talk together. So, little extra incentive if you wanted to help the channel, help support me. We could literally I'll have a chat with you. I'll be in a group chat with you guys. But you can join that Discord for free, and that's where everybody's art is going to be shared after this stream, which is amazing. Okay, I am actually going to just do some shading on this goose, which I think is going to add like a lot of drama. How's everybody else's drawing coming along? I feel like this was pretty good drawing. I really like I loved this prompt, first and foremost. But I think this was like a really appropriate level of challenge as well. Not only was it a funny idea, I think it was actually like a good learning experience. Great prompt. My goose is turning out to be a drug dealer. That's serious. I'm excited to see what everybody's like individual take on some of this other stuff was too. Like which, by the way, if you are part of that Discord channel, you'll see a lot of people who couldn't tune in to the stream tonight because they knew the prompt idea already for our Inktober thing that we're doing. A lot of those ideas, a lot of those drawings are like totally like they're the same prompt but totally different drawings. So if you wanted to check those out, you missed a spot between his forefeather and middle feather. Oh yeah, you know what? I was debating that because technically I'm actually visualizing that's where his thumb is to hold the thing. But maybe I could make that clearer. Maybe this will actually make it more obvious. Let's do that. Let's do that. Here, rather than filling that in, now it at least looks like it's supposed to be there. Whoa! Holy shit! Oh my god, raid, loading raid, loading raid. Oh my god, dude. Loading artist raid? Holy crap, man. Oh, dude, loading artist? What the hell, man? Dude, big fan. Thank you so much for the raid. This is insane. Whoa, we are under attack. We are fucking under attack. Hello. Oh, dude, loading artist. What is going on, man? Thank you so much for the raid. What's up? What is happening? What's on my head? Oh, it's behind me. It's not on my head. It's my Halloween thing. Guys, welcome. We actually were just drawing. So basically, what I was drawing today was a group project. We were all drawing together because I do these art classes, which is every week. And everybody who was in this chat was just drawing. We had a prompt because I'm doing an Inktober thing with my group. I had this idea to make it so that everybody who's in the my Beetle Moses Discord, which you are all absolutely invited. If anybody wants to drop that Discord link, that's where you can see everybody's drawings, and that's where I'll be chilling after this stream as well. I had an idea to get everybody involved in Inktober together, so we all share a Google document, which is still open, and you can submit an idea, and then every day for the month of October, I'm picking a random number off of like a random number generator from that list, and whoever prompt gets selected is going to be the one that we're all drawing that day. It just so happens that today our prompt was a serious goose, and I happen to be going live today. But we've been drawing every day for the month of October so far, and it's been really fresh. It's been really cool, and my whole thing is that I'm trying to just get more people involved in art. Getting more people drawing, like especially first-time drawers, like first-time people doing like that. So that's been the goal. Oh, yo, Sass Comics just gifted a tier 1 sub to Levither. Dude, Sass Comics has gifted 28 subs to the channel. You are the fucking GOAT. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. Levither, welcome to the family. Serious Goose thumbnail is what got me. Oh, God, he's saying, I ain't had a reason to be silly in a long time. We had some really fucking... Hopefully that was a raider. That'd be lit. Sass is seriously a legend. Dude, we've been having a lot of fun on these streams, and we've been having a lot of fun in that group chat, too. And it's been great having people kind of just like I'm watching people improve in real time, which is amazing. We were just kind of talking about earlier in the stream, as I'm sure also, oh my God, dude, Savage Boredom is gifting Savage Boredom. I didn't really draw today. This is my penance. They gifted a tier 1 sub to Next Life. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. There's not enough vowels in there for me to pronounce it properly. I'm sure that Loading Artist has talked about... I'm sure that you've talked about this, Gregor, on your streams before, but it's a popular discussion, obviously, to be talking about AI art, and it's a popular discussion to be talking about like AI art, and I've kind of been talking about how a lot of artists who I respect are very doom and gloom about it, especially on Twitter and social media. It's really easy to be like, fuck you guys, you know, all this stuff. Yo, Gumshoe in the chat. Gumshoe. Oh, celebrity sighting in the chat. What's up, Gumshoe? It's really easy to be doom and gloom. And I think that a lot of people get angry at the AI douchebags that are like pushing that shit, which is fine. It's a reasonable reaction. But the other side of it is that, like, I don't think it's the right way to win people over. And it's also, I think, discouraging to young, especially young people, but also people of all ages who want to start a path, a journey, to become an artist and then become discouraged because they're like, God, I wish I should have just been born in the 60s because then I could have been an artist and made a career out of it, but now society is just so fucked and all this blah blah. And it's like guys, it's, first of all, it's not the point, right? Like, what it should be is that the point is that, like, not being a baby about an AI. Oh, sorry about the ad break. Loading artist is gonna completely move to a really crappy automated AI, so he doesn't have to draw anymore. It's funny. I've been seeing some artists joke around with that, where I'm like, you want to take my job? Go ahead. I'm done. You know what I mean? And it's like, the thing is which is really funny, but it's also like the way that I see it is like, a lot of those artists, they mean well because they feel that grandstanding against AI is the way that they can, like, fight the good fight. But it's also like, look, at the end of the day, I kind of feel like those people have lost their way a bit, because the whole reason that people get started in art, nobody is like, it's not like parents that are like, you will become a lawyer or a doctor. No parent is like, you will become an artist. Like, you know what I mean? People do it because they want to. People do it because you have to be, not to sound corny, but you have to be a little bit fucking delusional to want to pursue art as, like, a career, and that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? You should embrace that. You should embrace that. It's just like, you have to do it. And other people who are just starting out, or don't know if they want to make a go of it, it's like, you will feel so fulfilled, and it will be good for your brain, and you'll become a better person by practicing art. Even if you don't make a career out of it, that shouldn't be the point. The whole point of it is that it's important to express yourself. And I don't see a lot of the people that are going to war against these AI guys. I just don't see people making that point. I see people that are like, this is unethical, and you're stealing jobs, and you're, like, every complaint under the sun, except that it's like, actually, did you guys know that the process of creation is actually very fulfilling and fun and good for you? And you're missing out on that, by skipping it. You know what I mean? Like, the only fun part about being an artist is making art. Marketing it and selling it and trying to get a job and all this other bullshit is the part that sucks. You know what I mean? Sorry, my dog's going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that right now. I think my girlfriend just got home. But the AI guys, not to be like sort of flippant about it, but like, they're gonna realize that it's so oversaturated. Like, the community of artists is already oversaturated. It's hard to make money as is, and now in theory, with these AI guys that are like, we're gonna be taking all your jobs now. It's like, okay, go ahead, buddy, because it'll become even more saturated. Like, why would you fucking AI jabroni believe that you now have a more of an opportunity than any other AI jabroni? It's just like, the whole thing, I'm telling you, it's just like, AI did a decent job in the backgrounds, but not in the main subject of the comics. Yeah, and it's like, even that, it's just like you can. I hate pulling the soul card, because that's also like, these AI guys just don't get it. And I kind of said this at the beginning of the stream, but it's literally like, I truly believe that if you sit down with some of these AI guys and you press them on these questions, like, you ask them, like, what is the end goal? Do you really think that you, on a personal level, are going to, like, lead a better life or feel better about yourself by progressing this AI and taking jobs from other people? Do you think that you will find a personal success out of this? And you know what you're going to hear? You're going to hear the sound of a cool breeze rushing through like a wooden block with a hole in it, because it's just the sound of air passing right through their fucking ears. Like, I really do not think any of these guys have a thought in their head. And most of the people that are on Twitter and are like shilling AI, I really strongly believe are bots themselves. Like, they always format all of their messages the exact same way. You know, it's always like there's never a typo. They never respond to negative criticism, and they always just are like, check out what I did with the new DALL-E 3 engine. Like, who's paying you? Is DALL-E paying you, or what? You're not getting paid for this. You couldn't catch me like, check out the new Sprite Cranberry. They're not paying you. Why the fuck are you shilling it? They're not paying you. Unless you're a bot and somebody's just programming you to do this. And then the replies that you see are, gee, written in the exact same style, perfect English. Gee, this is amazing. This is really the future. Just under the original poster. You're right. I'm so excited to see what they wheel out next. And it's like, you're bots. Please. Please give me a fucking break. AI art is just boring, frankly, compared to the deranged shit that comes out of a human being. That's true. And I mean, this is a personal taste thing, but I like outsider art. I like art that's gritty or messy or untrained, or, you know, like, these are things that I think for some reason to somebody who's not really interested in art, or maybe this is kind of a rude way of putting it, but just doesn't have taste. Like, these concepts are foreign to people. They just are like, look how good it drew the Mona Lisa with huge knockers, and it looks almost real. She has a couple extra fingers and her pupils are kind of fucky, but it's almost perfect. This is probably better than you can draw. And it's like, dude, that's not better. It's not better because it looks more technically accurate. There's a lot of amazing art and comics, especially. I mean, I've been talking a lot about, like, you know, some of my favorite comic artists. First of all, loading artist, because welcome to all the raiders. But also, like, some of my favorite artists, House of Decline. Shout out some comic artists. House of Decline, Yola Swag Studios, my co-host, Alex Crocus, Anna Laura Art. All of them are very... First of all, you wouldn't confuse any of them. You would never confuse a Yola Swag Studios comic for an Anna Laura comic, for an Alex Crocus comic, for a Loading Artist comic, for a House of Decline, for a Beetle Moses. We all have our own unique thing, and we all are gifted in different realms. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't get that. Like, House of Decline in particular, who I've often cited as like one of my favorite living comic artists, has a really gritty, messy, like, clearly it's been through a scanner and it's smushed and the paper is crumpled and, you know, all this stuff. And it's like, I like that. I think that looks good. And these AI guys, I think, just don't get that. They don't get it. Savage Boredom said, maybe you talked about it earlier, but one of the viral posts going around was that 4-panel comic about the dinosaur egg. Yes. Like, okay, it looks nice, I guess, but it was so incredibly pointless. Yeah, well, that's true, too. Not to toot my own horn, but I fucking ratioed that guy by one word ratio. He was tweeting about that shit, and I literally just quote tweeted it, and I was like, dumbass. And I fucking blew him out of the water with that. I don't know why people were so excited about that. But that's how you have to deal with it. Like, you shouldn't be, like, boo-hooing and beating your fists and pulling your hair out about the AI thing, because that's what the AI guys want you to do. You need to just, either ignore it, and if you're going to say anything, you need to just be like, dude, you are a dumbass or a bot. You're either, like, an idiot or a robot, but I, like, am not going to engage with this. That's really what you need to do. I promise you, AI, it's here to stay, but this phase of the AI bros is a phase. It's not gonna last. I think the main issue is AI art is sludge content. I've noticed a bunch of deepfake ads and short channels that only aid in misinfo and make me sick. Yeah, it's like that's the thing is I also feel like there's so many people that get that same feeling, that like kind of like uncanny ill feeling, like, you know, when they see it, which is why I find it hard to believe that it's going to ever be fully marketable to, like, I think there's always going to be room for artists the same way that there is right now, because people don't, like, AI is creepy. It is creepy. Growing up, my art was often passed up on for classmates who drew hyperrealism, and while hyperrealism is a valid form of art, non-artists are usually the people who really like that, and I hate to say it, but it comes down to not having much taste. Yeah, I would tend to agree with you big time. I know that's a big discussion about the hyperrealism thing, and I actually have friends who are very talented hyperrealistic artists, and I know that they're extremely talented, and they have good taste. I think it is a style, and it's funny because some artists turn their nose up at it because it's kind of like, what is the point of that? But, like, yeah, you're right. It's definitely like people who are not into art or don't like a challenge. You know what I mean? Some of my favorite art, movies, music, cuisine is sometimes a little challenging. You know, sometimes you want to eat like some funky cheese, or you want to have like goat curry, which is a little gamey, or, you know what I mean? Sometimes you want to try something new. Sometimes you want to try some fucking whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just have the bare minimum cheeseburger every day, because then you don't have good taste in food. Everybody loves cheeseburgers, but it's like, don't you want to try something that's a little bit like might expand your horizons a bit? And I don't think AI is ever going to get to that point. The really scary thing about AI is how corporations are going to use it to make the artist's work even more precarious. That is true, but I do also, like, that is true, but I was kind of saying this earlier that, like, I think the silver lining, I know maybe I'm just sounding like a doughy optimist, but what we really should be seeing are more artists that are like, you know what? Fuck an industry job. You know what I mean? I'm going to pursue the art that I'm going to make honest art. I'm going to build a community around the art that I want to make, because it's ugly and weird and nobody in Hollywood wants to buy this shit. But this is the type of art that I wanted to make when I started, before I cared about the fucking, you know what I mean? So I would like to see more of that. More people need to embrace the "you're fucking lame" tactic. That's true. Sorry, I'm scrolling through here. Hey, choose the right colors for your drawings. I can never find a color I actually like with drawing. There is some color wheel theory that I have bouncing around in my head, which will take you like 10 minutes to learn. Like, basically, for example, in this drawing, like a dark blue and a light orange are like opposite on the color wheel, which makes them appealing to the human eye. But I mean, honestly, I'm usually just eyeing it. Like, I don't really have any sense besides what I feel looks good, and some people utilize a very limited color palette. Some people just stick with black and white. Just feel it out, you know what I mean? I generally believe that with coloring things in, less is more, you know what I mean? Try to use less colors. Like, if you have like a go-to swatch or something, I think that's good. There's a happy medium. You got to feel it out. Look at some quick like color theory. Find some and choose colors that you like. You know what I mean? My comics over time have evolved to, I don't use like a specific swatch, but like they've evolved to a certain color palette with a lot of sort of like smoky colors, kind of like, I like some softer colors, some pastels. That's a lot of what I utilize now, but that was just like my taste evolving as I was drawing more. But check out like some color wheel theory. There is some interesting stuff to learn from that. Like hyper-realistic emo. Let's see. Tried cuttlefish for the first time. Dude, cuttlefish is freaking based. Honestly, I didn't care for it. I like cuttlefish, but you gotta have it prepared right. Grilled cuttlefish is really good. A lot of people aren't very deep thinkers and only appreciate art on a surface level. I mean, it's true. Some people just don't like art, which is crazy to think about, but it's not for everybody. And some people don't want to be challenged. You know what I mean? Some people don't want to see a movie that's, weird or experimental, and some people don't want to look at art that doesn't immediately click with them. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. But there's plenty of people that do want to engage with that stuff, so you shouldn't be discouraged from making weird outsider art, because actually you're going to find an audience that appreciates it. You know what I mean? Picking your colors closer to the grayscale, as most of it is too saturated, paranoid, Android. That's what I do for sure. Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. Fuck the industry. We have fun in this motherfucker. That's true. Let's see. The Check-In Man, welcome, first-time chatter. Sees Goofy Comic, likes it, checks out artists, sees they have a channel, join in and check it out. Talking about AI. God, I love this already. Oh, God. I feel like I'm talking a little bit too much about AI. It's just very much the zeitgeist. Everybody is very much like, what is going to happen? You know what I mean? Dappermont says it's totally cool to steal other artists' color palettes as well. That's true. A lot of you guys might know that I finished a little over a month ago. I finished my first long form comic, and called Druzy. Which, if you'd like to read it, like if you're a fan of my comics and you'd like something that's like more long form and something that's a little bit more precious to me, it's available on my web store, which is it's like digital download. You can get it like right now on my web store, which is link in bio. It's right up there. But if you follow me on any of my socials, it's also like my pinned tweet there. And sort of one of the behind the scenes thing for that is that I used I generated a swatch from a color palette that I pulled from a painting that I really like. I wanted like I don't know if it was a Renaissance painting. Nah, it's not Renaissance. I think it's like an 1800s, but it's this was the painting, I'll tell you right now. It's called Springtime. Springtime painting. Who the hell painted it by? No. There it is. This one. What? Where'd it go? What the hell? I just clicked it and it went away. Springtime painting by Pierre Auguste Coste. There it is. Don't do that to me. Freaking Bing. This is it. So I pulled like 25 colors out of this painting, like using Procreate. I like saved this image, dragged it into my iPad, and then I was select color eyedropper, different colors. My story takes place in a jungle setting, so I needed something with a lot of greens, but there's also some interesting highlights in here. There's some light blues, and here in the ribbon here, there's this very dark red, deep oranges, some softer gray blues up here too, and also some, golden brown colors and dark shades as well. So all of the colors that were used in my long form comic came from this painting, which is a popular painting, so I know the color palette is good. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to actually sit and, I like this color and I like this color. Like, I totally hijacked it from here. But it gave it a really nice, like, unified feeling over the thing, so it actually worked out really well. I mean, opinion on the movie True Stories by David Byrne. It's kind of like the stuff you're talking about. I've never seen it, but I will check it out. Okay, guys, I love that we're all in here. Corn Doggy says, I like the AI talk. I haven't heard enough about it. Something tells me that's sarcasm. I've had a really good time. Guys, if anybody wants to drop the Discord link one more time, that is, you can just type !Discord and Nightbot will drop the Discord link for you. It is totally free to join. That's where everybody's Serious Goose paintings are going to be afterwards. Or drawings, rather. So if you want to check them out, they're all... How do I get rid of this? Hold up a sec. The Serious Geese. Everybody's Serious Goose drawing is going to be in that Discord there. So you can check it out. And also, if you want to start joining in on some of the Inktober fun as a group, it's a really solid... it's a really solid community of artists at a lot of different stages of their artistic journey. So if you want somewhere where you can talk about art, get feedback on art that you're working on, if you want to just kind of have some like-minded, like be able to bounce ideas off of some people, it's great for that, and it's totally free to join. You can hop in right now, and I'd love to see you there. There's also some stuff sub-only chats. There's a sub-only voice chat, which I'm going to pop into now and again so that I can actually talk with you guys on Discord, and we can talk more about art, and actually it's not just me ranting and raving for a long time. This was so much fun. Thank you so much. This VOD is going to be available on my YouTube channel, which is also linked in the bio, but it's just Beetle Moses at Beetle Moses on YouTube as well. So you can find all of my previous VODs. If this is the first one you watched and you're like, I can't get enough, I need to watch some more, I've got a bunch of them on that channel already. I think this is actually, I think next stream is actually stream 50. Can you believe that? Woo! When's the next time to stream? I love this so much. A week from today. I stream once a week, so I'll be back up here on Wednesday, and I'd really like to see you there. Had fun joining in for the first time. Thank you checking in, man. So I'm pretty sure 50th stream, and also it will be the stream before my birthday. Woo! Is coming up, so that's gonna be next week. Anyway, guys, love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for drawing and listening to me rant and rave about all this crazy shit. And I will see you in a week. Goodbye, guys. Have a good night.